Hello there. Welcome to the weekly update for October 15th for this week. Which means we talk about some of the stuff going on last week. As you remember, last time we are talking about how I'm going to try for the next month or so through October, I think, not doing a weight update every week. It's going to be every other week. So this is the week for a weight update. And I am at 270.2. And it is what it is. I'm kind of at the point now where I'm just going to accept it. I'm going to keep doing my stuff, doing the kinds of things that I like doing, hiking, getting some miles in, prepping myself for eventual longer hikes and stuff. Next year we're really going to jump off into longer stuff and more actual hiking out there and stuff. So technically a weight loss, but again, we're inside that margin of error because we were at 270.5 the last time I did that, and you're not supposed to be weighing yourself, but I kind of cheated. Last week I did do a quick weight thing in the middle of the week, and it kind of scared the crap out of me because I was like at 272 or something like that. So somehow, despite watching my calories and exercising, I had gained a couple of pounds, but by the time the weigh-in came this weekend, I was at 270.2, so 0.3 pounds lower than the last weigh-in, but still just right in that range that I've been stuck at. I cannot get out of the 270 range. The best I've done was 269.7, I think it was, or 5, one of those two. Yeah, that's the lowest I got to, but it's just, man, 270 is just hugging on to me. I don't know. But I've just decided that I can't. I think maybe I'm psyching myself out and it's just making it worse. So I'm going to stick with the whole, like a friend of mine who kind of is in the nutrition field and stuff like that told me, is don't do the weekly stuff and don't dwell on the weight. So okay, I'm doing my thing. So there it is, 270.2. It could be worse. I could be totally backsliding and gaining crap loads of weight and stuff like that. I've still lost 35. Still got a long way to go though for my goal. So as far as what else I've been doing though, that's really what the updates are for. Last week on Tuesday I did 5 miles of the Cosumnes River Preserve. I like going there when I just have some stuff spinning around my head and I just need to kind of get out and think. Things seem a lot less threatening or bothersome if I'm out on a trail, and that's a nice trail. So I did 5 miles there. On Thursday I did 8 miles along the Calaveras River, and I don't want to get into details, but I don't know if I'm going to do that one again, at least not the direction I went, because the Calaveras River, within the Stockton boundaries, let me put it that way, Calaveras River has a fantastic history, and it comes from up in the Sierras, and some beautiful spots in the Sierras is where it originates. But by the time it hits Stockton, we have tamed it with levees and canals, and so it just kind of goes through the middle of our city and it's just surrounded. As Stockton grew up around it, it just became walled in basically, and it has become the main channel for just the homeless to live along its banks. I don't know what they're going to do when that thing rises in the spring with runoff. I don't know. But for now, as it runs through the city, it goes past the campus of UOP, University of the Pacific. And that's really neat. But you get about a half mile east of UOP, and it's just, on one side of you is parts of town that are a little difficult, and there's people on the fence line looking up the levee asking if you want to buy drugs and things like that. And on the actual levee side next to the river, you've got the homeless, which is just sad. I mean, they're not threatening or anything, they're just folks that are living where they got to live. They got nowhere else to go, and that's where they're at, and it's just sad to see it and stuff. And yeah, but I did 8 miles along that path. There is a way to go where I went the other direction towards one of the marinas off of one of the other bigger roads in Stockton. But it is currently closed for maintenance. So anyway, 8 miles there Thursday. Saturday had a cross-country meet with my son's team, so we did that, and that was fun. That was up in the Folsom Hills there. And then Sunday, yesterday, because I'm recording this on Monday, yesterday I did 13 miles. I had my wife drop me off way up where the Bear Creek bike path starts, out way on the outskirts of the northern border of the city of Stockton, and walk that all the way to where I usually go, which is, Atherton and all that kind of stuff. So I did all that all the way to got to there, did the White Slough Bear Creek loop, jumped back on the trail all the way out to the Atherton Road, all the way out to the marina, and then all the way back part way until I hit about 13 miles, and my wife was nice enough to pick me up and bring me home. So 13 miles yesterday, and pretty good. I mean, my feet were sore afterwards, and it wasn't a problem with the shoes. The shoes held up well. It's just the distance. My feet aren't used to doing that distance yet. But one of the reasons why I'm doing that kind of stuff is, as I've said before, I've got a 20-mile Boy Scout hike, and that is next Sunday. So a week from yesterday is this 20-mile hike, and so I've done that 13. I know I can do 20. Like I say, my body felt good. Kept myself hydrated, kept myself, with some snacks and stuff like that, so energy, some calories to burn, and I think that went pretty well. It felt good, except for just some sore feet, and they're, pretty much better today. So, yeah, 13 miles, that was pretty good. So I'm pretty happy about that. And one of the big highlights I definitely want to get on this is Sea Lion has come all the way from the San Francisco Bay Area through the Delta, the deep water channels and stuff like that, and was actually in White Slough, Bear Creek area. I got him on video and got a couple of pictures of him or her hunting the fish, was following the salmon up and stuff like that. I talked to a fish and game warden, which 9 months I've been walking out there, and I have never seen any kind of official people out on the levees. Fish and game, county folks, nobody out there doing anything. And then all of a sudden yesterday there was this fish and game truck, and so that was kind of odd. So stopped and talked to him, and then that's why there was a sea lion hanging out in the levees, and he was watching to make sure things weren't going haywire there, because some of the fishermen aren't happy about that because he's chasing the fish away or eating them and stuff like that. But I didn't see anybody too bothered by it, which is good. But that was kind of cool. I mean, we're like in the middle of the valley of California, and you've got a sea lion that worked his way all the way up the channels after the salmon. That's kind of cool. So that's basically what's going on. I'm planning a couple of more urban hikes this week to keep my distance legs going, because again, we got that 20-miler on Sunday, and I'll be doing some coverage of that. Like I say, when I do stuff with the Boy Scouts, again, they're minors and stuff like that, and I don't have forms for their parents to fill out to allow them to be on the internet and stuff like that. And so I get whatever footage I can to use on my channel. Like I have in the past. I've filmed certain road trips with the Boy Scouts before, but I'm as careful as I can be to keep the members of the troop off of the film, because I know as a parent, if I don't want my child just on somebody's YouTube channel just out there, I'd like to be at least asked first and stuff like that. So so I don't do that to other parents for the most part. So I will get what I can on the 20-mile hike, scenery and stuff like that, and put together a little report on that, because it's supposed to be a really good trail. It's kind of neat. And wow, 20 miles. So that's about it. And thank you so much, as always, for keeping up with me here as I talk at you through the camera. And I'm just going to keep working on it. So as you know, that means next week we're not going to have a weight update. We're just going to talk about what was going on, and that probably will include the 20-mile hike. And then the week after that will be another weight update, and we'll see if I can break that 270 barrier and get the heck away from 270 and get lower. Other than that, Thanks a lot as always, and I'll see you next week.